Fortnite Override is officially here, and in today's YouTube video, we'll be showcasing all of the brand new cosmetics that have been leaked and added to the files, such as new variants or Battle Pass outfits that you're not currently able to obtain. I will be skipping over normal Battle Pass stuff, so I'm not going to be going through every single variant of Geno or anything like that, and I'm not going to be going through certain skins like Grace right here, but I still want to go ahead and give you a good glimpse of what you can be expecting in the item shop very, very soon. Let's start it off with Geno. Since we were already in here, we have two upcoming variants of this Battle Pass outfit, which also has a variant for the back bling, the pickaxe, and the glider. But starting off with the actual skin itself, we have ourselves this style right here, which is the ordered Geno style. Currently unsure how you'll be able to obtain it, but it looks pretty cool. We also have it with the helmet on right here. You can see it has like horns and everything else. It's got that full red design. And then before we show you this variant in the middle, here's the Void Master Geno version, which is kind of like an all black with like darkened 0-point shards or whatever all around it. The 0-point shards kind of match their own path and everything. They're not like right there right away. And then we also have what it looks like with the helmet off. You don't get the shards directly in the face, which is interesting to see, but you can see that he's been corrupted by like this void aesthetic. Now, if we go ahead and do ordered Geno and we go to the reactive version right here, you can see that he starts off as normal ordered Geno, and then as you get more and more eliminations, he's going to be corrupted by that void until he becomes the Void Master Geno towards the end. This will also support the helmet as well, with the helmet slowly transforming as you get more and more eliminations. So first, let me show you how this works so you can see the full transformation. You might think that this is the end of it, but if you saw the Void Master, you know there's more shards, which do pop up, and I think right about now. Yep, there we go. And then, of course, if you have the helmet on, and the reason I go in and out is to prevent it from like randomly resetting the reactivity. But if we go to this version right here, you can see that the first phase, the top right horn kind of gets corrupted a little bit of spots on the left, but for the most part, it's mainly that top right horn that you're seeing more and more of the corruption on as you get towards the end of that transformation. And then as we get over here, we have one more stage that you'll be able to see in a moment. But it looks pretty cool, and then if you have the back bling equipped, the top part will actually change colors to match the skin itself, but the back bling itself isn't really going to have that much changing with it. Overall, this is the brand new Geno like variant or whatever else that you'll be able to pick up. If we go over to his back bling, as I mentioned, there is that new variant. So if we go over here to the ordered conduits, it really just makes these lines right here red. And if we do fitted, you can see like, actually, I don't think it really matters because we have a Geno skin equipped. So let's go ahead and change the skin real quickly. But if we go over to this skin, for example, and it goes back to Jonesy, you can see that it's like fitted. It literally just updates the tubes. And then on everyone else, it updates the whole entire like back pauldron part, I guess you would call it. Next up, however, we do have the Prisma skin, which is our upcoming Crew Pass outfit for this upcoming month of September. We have two different versions. We have a helmet off and helmet on style right here. So what I'm going to do is go through every single one with the helmet off and then show you the helmet on just to kind of make it a little bit faster. So here is Prisma, which is the first month. For 2 months subscribed, you get Dark Mode Legacy. For 3 months subscribed, you get the Auroric Legacy as usual. For 4 months subscribed, to get yourself Phase Legacy, which, it's always like the first two that are unique, and then the final ones are a little bit more special. For 5 months, you get Rhymebound Legacy, and then, of course, for 6 months, you get yourself the Cosmic Legacy right there. And then with the helmet on, we have ourselves kind of like that pink design with Prisma. Next up, we got Dark Mode, where you don't really have like the rainbow thing at the top or anything, but it still looks nice. We got the Auroric one, all focused on the kind of just that gold aesthetic. Got Phase Legacy right here with kind of that like pearlescent aesthetic or iridescent, or however you actually say it. Got a Rhymebound Legacy, which is kind of the like frozen ice cube aesthetic, and then of course we ended off with the Galactic Cosmic Legacy as well. Hair doesn't change to like that galaxy color, which is sometimes something that these outfits actually do, but overall I think the skin looks pretty nice. We also have a brand new version of Singularity, being the Cosmic Armor Singularity, that'll be releasing in the item shop later down the line. It has a helmet on and off style where you're actually able to change the color of like the visor patterns and everything. So we of course have this tactical one right here. We have At Ease, and then we have Combat Elite, and then we also have the 7 variant of this outfit, which is kind of like, just the color scheme of the Singularity instead of being Cosmic Armor, based more around what the 7's theming is. And of course you can have the helmet off as well. None of the actual colors on the visors change as you go to this style, but it looks pretty nice, and I think it's cool to see it getting added. Other than that, a lot of the Battle Pass outfits don't really have any changes to them. We do have this outfit right here called Null, which is a new ranked outfit you can get by doing cups. I think it's mainly the mobile cups, but it could be like ranked reload cups and everything else. Depending on the rank you actually compete in, and depending on your placement, you can unlock more variants. So you have this normal version right here. Then you have yourselves the Molten version, which is like the champion version right there. After that, we have ourselves the Elite version, known as Neon Null. This one doesn't have a glow, but it has more of like a neon aesthetic to it. It's pretty simplistic. And then after that, of course, we have Rifted Null, which is the Unreal ranked variant of this actual outfit. And then, finally, when it comes to outfits, we have ourselves the Dylan Feden outfit, which is a Control Resonant collaboration. See the front and back design right there. Nothing too crazy going on, but if you like Control Resonant and you want to actually pick up this outfit, you like that universe, definitely the season to do it in. For back blings, we do have a few ones here. So we have ourselves the Prisma Wings, which goes to that Crew Pass outfit. We have the normal version, Dark Mode Legacy. We have ourselves Auroric Legacy. We got Phase Legacy right here, Rhymebound Legacy, and then, of course, ending it off with Cosmic Legacy. So, nothing too crazy, just a few different variants here and there for that. And then if I was to show you this just for the sake of it, when it comes to the Battle Pass outfits, there's a hidden manual toggle to see what the capes and stuff would look like if they were built into every outfit. So, for example, this is what it would look like on Jonesy. Here's, of course, what the Geno back bling would look like on Jonesy as well, just flying tubes in the sky. I don't think there's any other ones that are like have a built-in reactivity thing or anything like that, so we should be good there. But one of the unique things that they've kind of got going on. We do have another back bling, which is actually for that ranked skin. So we got the normal version, we got the champion version right here. We got the Elite version, which is very pink, and then we ended off with the Rifted Skeletal Sling Bag, which is for the Unreal Ranked, which is kind of like that pearlescent, iridescent, blue and pinkish design or vibe. In terms of other back blings, there is technically one, but it's a pickaxe as well, so we can show it like this. This is the Maelstrummer, which is a brand new instrument skin added in this season's launch. Now, this one, of course, is also an instrument skin and a back bling and a pickaxe, so that's why I decided just to show you it in the pickaxe form, but that's one of the things that is kind of cool to see. One of the little pickaxes that have multiple functionality. Currently don't know how you'll be able to obtain it, but it was added, so might as well show it off. You have the Void's Bane pickaxe right here, which is currently unreleased, but is for the Singularity item shop bundle. We have ourselves the Rainboard pickaxe right here, which is that new Crew Pass skin out, or Crew Bundle, I guess you would say, for September. I'm going to quickly show the front and back design because, sometimes they have a little bit of a unique design on the back, and then I will swing each one once so that you get a little bit of like a generalized idea of how it's going to end up looking. So here it is. There's Rhymebound with the little like snow effects. We got Phase Legacy. We have Auroric Legacy. We got the Dark Mode Legacy. And then ending it off, we got the normal rain board right there, which has a whole entire rainbow on it, which explains why it's called the rain board. Other than that, there is like two more pickaxes I think we can show. So we have this one right here, which is Null Scythe, which is once again for that ranked skin. Normal version, champion version. We got the neon version, which is Elite, and then we got the Unreal version, which is Rifted. If we go ahead and swing each one, here's the normal one. Here's the champion one. Here's the Elite one. And then here's your Unreal one. It's not going to like flash your logo or anything showing your rank, so nothing too flarically crazy or anything, but it still ends up looking pretty nice, so it's something I thought I'd mention. In terms of gliders, we actually don't really have anything to show you here. Actually, we do have two more things. We have Void's Wrath as a upcoming variant of Geno's Pickaxe to show you real quickly. So, it has the full Void effect. And then for the glider, we have Steps of the Void, which I think looks sick. I am excited to get this variant because I feel like it has a lot of combo potential. But this is one of the upcoming variants that got added with the season's launch that is not really available right now, but should be available later down the line. Now, if we go over to kicks, we do have one pair of kicks technically that is unreleased, and that is these right here. These did not release with all the other Sonic kicks, and even though these have been seen in game because they're used for the ability item, I don't believe they're going to release. The reason I say this is because yes, they have the proper icon, they have gaming legends, they have streamed assets and everything, but they're labeled as TBD, which means to be determined, and they're not finished in terms of the cosmetic form. Could they be added as kicks later down the line? Oh yeah, yes, definitely. You know, they could 110% do that, but at least as of right now, it doesn't appear like you'll be able to add these kicks specifically to your locker and use them on any skins or anything like that, which does kind of suck. Now, there were some other kicks that we showcased in a previous video, so I'm not going to be going over those once again. In terms of other things, we do have the voided version of the contrail for Geno, which is the voided rift wrecker right here. And overall, you know, it was a smaller update in terms of actual cosmetic items added, because the main focus was on collaborations, which are encrypted, or even, you know, just the battle pass itself. But if we go over to emotes right here, we do have a few things to show you. So let's see here if I can get this one. I can't get that one to show up because it's a little unfinished, but in terms of unreleased stuff, there is one, I guess, if it shows up. No. Okay, so there's been a lot of weird stuff going on. As you can see, we have a lot of placeholder icons, and these are all, you know, different intros of the battle pass that have been added and stuff for us to use. And, you know, some of these are related to an actual, like, copyrighted emote, for example. So it doesn't appear like we actually have anything really too crazy to show you in terms of, you know, like new emotes or anything like that. So, you know, a little bit weird in that sense. We do have 2 unreleased sprays though. So if we go ahead and look at unreleased sprays, we have ourselves the Wixel's Hero Portrait Spray, which you'll be able to get from a upcoming lobby hack in the future. And then we have the Geno Shadow Spray, which we currently don't know how you're able to get at all, interestingly enough. Overall, though, you know, just a few things here and there, nothing too crazy. If we go over to the wraps category, though, we do have a few new wraps to show you. So firstly, we have ourselves the liquid pixel wrap right here. If we go ahead and shoot it, you can see that it doesn't really have like too much going on with it. No real reactivity at all. It just kind of has a normal animation on it. Very simplistic, nothing too crazy. And then we also have Singularity's counter as a wrap. This one is obviously like an ammo counter. So as you shoot through it, you can actually see the ammo going down. And then, of course, if we have it equipped on an actual skin, you can see what it looks like right there. So nothing too crazy once again, but I still like it. It still looks nice. I think my favorite out of these two, though, is obviously, you know, that pixel one right there. It would be cool if it like had more reactivity to it. In terms of vehicle cosmetics, we do technically have 2. We got these wheels right here known as RL255. They're unfinished, but we do have painted styles for them. So you can see some of the different color options for once they do actually end up releasing in the game. Ignore how crusty the actual icons look for the painted styles over on the right. That is because those are streamed assets now. Gotta love Epic Games and streaming every image. And then we also have the Zendaya Season 3 wheels right here, or Zendaya S3, whatever they're supposed to be. These have different color variants as well, and they actually do have a little bit of like neon light or glow effect on them, which is pretty cool to see. Now, these are unfinished, so you most likely won't be able to pick them up in the item shop anytime soon, but I still think it's interesting to see that they're added to the files and they're kind of really, you know, prepared. It's just they don't have icons yet. With that said, however, I'm pretty sure that's everything. I mean, we could show the variants of the skins with Lego models, so let's do that real quickly. So here we are. Here's the Prisma outfit with her Lego model. No variant support or anything like that, obviously, but still looks pretty nice. Here is Singularity with her new Lego model, which is pretty cool to see. And then I think it's just kind of like, we can't show like Geno with the variant or anything here. So here is the Rank Skins Lego model, which honestly, I like the Lego model more than the skin itself, oddly enough. And then we ended off with Dylan Fatal, who just doesn't have a Lego model. So you can't use him over in Lego Fortnite. Sucks to see that, but you know, overall, decent amount of things they've added this update. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about all the new content? Are you excited for the season and to see what collaborations such as Crash Bandicoot release without a downtime update and throughout the season itself? And until next time, I'll catch you champs and champettes a little bit later with another upload. So until then, peace out.